Robert Downey Jr. He was arrested so many times. One judge told him to his face, "I don't know what to do with you." Hollywood didn't know either. They fired him. They blacklisted him. Insurance companies wouldn't even touch his name. And then, he became the highest paid actor on the planet. This is the story of Robert Downey Jr., the comeback nobody thought was coming. Most people meet Robert Downey Jr. in a red and gold suit, cracking jokes while saving the world. But before Tony Stark, there was a 6-year-old boy being handed drugs by his own father. Robert Downey Jr., an underground filmmaker, thought he was bonding with his son. Instead, he was writing the first chapter of a decades-long addiction. By his teens, Robert was already using. By his 20s, he was one of Hollywood's most talented young actors and one of its most self-destructive. He had the range to make audiences forget he was acting. He also had a habit that would follow him into courtrooms, rehab centers, and jail cells. Fame didn't fix the pain. It just gave it a bigger stage. The 1990s should have been his golden decade. Instead, they became a headline machine, arrest after arrest. Cocaine, heroin, a loaded gun in his car, falling asleep in a neighbor's house uninvited because he genuinely didn't remember how he got there. In 1999, a judge sentenced him to state prison. Not a celebrity slap on the wrist, actual time behind bars. He later said he felt like there was a gun in his mouth every day, and the trigger was made of glass. By the early 2000s, he was radioactive. A show fired him mid-season because no insurance company would cover him. Directors who loved his talent still wouldn't hire him. He wasn't just an actor with a problem anymore. He'd become a cautionary tale. The answer to what happens when talent isn't enough. Here's the part of the story people skip. Recovery isn't one dramatic moment. It's years of unglamorous work. Downey got sober around 2003 and stayed that way. He credits therapy, martial arts, and, critically, his wife, producer Susan Downey, who he met on the set of Gothica in 2003. She didn't just support him, she pushed for him professionally when studios wouldn't. But sobriety alone doesn't rebuild a career. Nobody was writing him leading roles. He had to take what he could get, prove himself scene by scene, and slowly convince an industry that had already written his ending. Then came a script nobody expected to matter. A Marvel movie about a second-tier superhero made by a studio that wasn't even fully financed yet. Iron Man wasn't supposed to be a big bet. Marvel was still an underdog studio, and Tony Stark wasn't Batman or Spider-Man. But director Jon Favreau fought for Downey specifically, because Tony Stark was a genius with a self-destructive streak trying to become something better. Downey didn't have to act that, he'd lived it. In 2008, Iron Man became a phenomenon. Downey wasn't just back, he became the anchor of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, headlining a franchise that would gross billions and reshape modern blockbuster filmmaking. For over a decade, the man who once couldn't get insured became the actor studios built entire release calendars around. And in 2024, the story added one more twist. Robert Downey Jr., the man Hollywood once gave up on, won his first Academy Award for Oppenheimer. The same intensity that nearly destroyed Robert Downey Jr. is the exact thing that made him unforgettable on screen. He didn't get a redemption arc because he was lucky. He got one because he refused to stop showing up, even after everyone else stopped believing he would. If you want the next story of pain behind the fame, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because behind every famous face, there's a story worth telling.